Household brands such as Nestle, Unilever and P&G are buying palm oil from suppliers deemed partly responsible for forest fires currently ravaging Indonesia and blanketing swathes of Southeast Asia in noxious haze, according to new research from Greenpeace.
Here's a summary of the article.
Household brands such as Nestle, Unilever and P&G are buying palm oil from suppliers deemed partly responsible for forest fires currently ravaging Indonesia and blanketing swathes of Southeast Asia in noxious haze, according to new research from Greenpeace. The companies responsible for the fires and those who financially benefit from them should be held accountable for these environmental atrocities and the devastating health impacts caused by the fires. There are 30 producer groups most linked to Indonesia's recurrent fires crises, all of whom trade to the global market, according to Greenpeace. Indonesia has denied claims that the toxic haze shrouding Malaysia was caused by its forest fires. A government spokesperson previously said the haze could have been caused by other fires currently raging in Malaysia, as well as in the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, Vietnam, East Timor and Thailand. A Nestlé spokesperson said the company was deeply concerned about the fires and has been closely monitoring the situation. The spokesperson referred to Global Forest Watch data, which said more than three-quarter of the 318,000 fire alerts this haze season have occurred outside concession areas.
This post received a score of 14,218, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's always Nestle.
Nestle. Not exactly safe to living environment.
You mean safe to living entities?
Can you guess what part of the title got chopped off from the URL? Of course you can. The journalists were killed while trying to get press about these kinds of palm oil dealings.
Use the Boycott app. Makes it a lot easier to avoid buying the 10 million products those three companies sell under various pseudonyms and fake mustaches. The beasts must be starved.
Something Boycott has taught me is that nearly every company does something fucked up. Nestlé is one of the worst though.
Wow, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. That's crazy. I wonder if anyone has said that before. Saint Fu socialism is the problem. Edit, LMAO seems like this is necessary, s. There's only one evil, ignorance.
I don't know. Genocide is pretty bad too.
Yet another reason to boycott P&G. As someone living in Malaysia, I'm glad to say it's rainy season here now and the haze is gone, but each year it's a nightmare, not to mention the loss of rainforest.
As someone living in North America, it's basically impossible to boycott these companies. They make everything, and own so many subsidiaries that even knowing if something is made by them is no simple task.
North America uses a tiny amount of palm oil relative to the rest of the world. In many countries it's the cooking oil of choice, but in North America using it for cooking is rare. Soy and canola are the most commonly consumed oils in North America. EU imports more than 4 times the amount the US imports, yet EU is third behind Malaysia and India. Half of the palm oil EU imports is for greenwashing, it's used for fuel.
It's got nothing to do with cooking. We use palm oil as a surrogate for petrochemicals to make green surfactants. Even those cardboard box dish soap companies that claim to be 100% plant-based and oh so good for the planet, guess what? Plant-based means palm oil.
Boycott anything with palm oil, I guess.
Until you realize that palm oil is already the most land-efficient oil there is. The alternatives would need even more land be cut or burned down. In the end it boils down to seeking out more ethical companies will have to pay a bit more and just plain consuming less.
Source: from a professor who researches sustainable palm oil.
Isn't Greenpeace anti-GMO? I'm not for burning forests, just figured there might be a better source than Greenpeace at this point.
And very much anti-nuclear power. We need a death and blindness counter for Greenpeace for everyone who could have gotten the vitamin A they need from golden rice. There's even some anti-GMO commenting in this thread.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.